Hello, welcome to VA Guidance. This is going to be more like a part two episode, and I'm going to be talking about brain injury and food. Uh, when I ended up with a injury to the head, I didn't even realize I had a head injury at the time, and the doctors really weren't helping me any, and it took a while before we figured out exactly what had occurred and happened. So I'll tell you some things that I have learned about food. Um, Watching a little bit about TBIs and how certain foods can affect the brain became crucial. And I'll explain what was happening to me. I was having major dizzy spells to the point that I was passing out. I was forgetting where I was at. I would be driving home and I would end up 3 hours away and have to turn around and come back. I mean, things were getting wild between passing out and all these issues I was having. What no one tells you is that your brain is made of fat. And so I start following a carnivore diet because a lot of TBIs use a carnivore, pretty much like a carnivore diet, and this made a dramatic difference in my life. Um, so what do I mean by a carnivore diet? I was going after meats, but I was going after fats, and what clued me in is that because my daughter was vegan, so me and my wife switched over to vegan. And after the injury happened, I started craving meat, and just to, it was ribeyes. I wanted ribeyes. My body was just yearning for it, and then so my wife says, "Well, just go out. We'll just go get you a ribeye." And I started noticing like my body was calming down. So we started doing some more homework, and I found that fat in the meat is what the body requires in order for it to repair itself. So my body was craving fat, and after about 6 7 months of just taking in constant fat, my dizzy spells calmed down. I still have them, but they're not to the point where I'm going to pass out. Um, I haven't passed out in a while now since being on this diet. Um, I have better cognitive abilities, and there's still things that I just don't do because I don't want to take risk. I just refuse to take risks that could injure someone else or injure myself. So, driving long distance on my own, I just won't do it unless I feel comfortable and someone's in the vehicle with me, aware to keep an eye on me. Otherwise, there's just certain things, you know, I don't want to test. I don't want to find out. Um, so I will tell you, eat butter. I eat about a half a stick of butter a day. Uh, I've cut back on my sugar. I monitor my sugar and carbs. I'll leave you a link about sugar and carbs. The carbs turn to sugar. So when you're doing sugar monitoring, you have to watch how many carbs you're taking in too, because of every four carbs equals one 1 gram of sugar. So you have to divide out the carbs and add it to the sugar if you're buying a package of something. Stay away from vegetable oils. I'll I'll leave a link talking about vegetable oils. Um, if you just change your diet around, take in a lot more meat, stay away from sugary foods or cut them down as minimum as possible, and intake as much fat. Ribeye steaks, brisket, tallow, butter, you know, eggs. These, if you have a brain injury, these are so valuable to you. You need that fat. Your your body needs that fat to help repair the brain the best that it can be repaired. And salt, I will tell you, you want Celtic salt. That's been valuable. And there's, oh shoot, sodium. And I'll leave links to these items. And with that said, I hope I've covered some things about food, and I implore you, implore, or I hope that at the end of the day, that you do your homework, especially if you're having brain issues. Do your homework. Get people involved. Look at your diet. It's valuable, it's important, and it'll help you tremendously just by changing out the diet. With that said, thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please subscribe, leave some comments. Tell me how you dealt with your brain injuries and what worked for you. Let's help each other, veterans. We have to take care of each other. You take care.